Hey, gang, you ever wonder what it'd be like to be like 29 and already have a plumbing company that's worth like $2 million? You want to know what that's like? Hey, we'll stick around for this episode of Potty Talk Live because this cat has done just that. And he's going to share with us what to do and what not to do right now. Hey, plumbing bros, join me as I take it into the trenches, the crawl spaces, basements, kitchens, and baths, all around this big, beautiful world of ours to talk to plumbing professionals just like you. I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, teaching plumbing entrepreneurs the business of plumbing and how to free yourself from the bondage of simply owning your job to having a powerful money-making machine, creating the security, the life, the legacy that you desire for you and your family. You are in the plumbing business success zone, and this is Potty Talk Live. Yes, welcome. Hey, come on in, join us. We got a great episode for you tonight. I can't wait for you to meet this cat. Hey, we got a cat out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. All right. Hey, this guy's only 29 years old. All right. And already has a $2 million plumbing business. All right. And he's going to share with us what to do, what not to do, the good, bad, and the ugly. So we'll have him here on shortly. Hey, baby, the lovely Laura's in the house. Hey, we got this cat. We can tell you about this young man. Like we know this young man here. That's what, right. So can't wait to talk with him here. So I know you're going to learn a lot. This guy's going to have nuggets of gold. Okay. So he'll be on here shortly. All right. Hey, are you a first-time viewer? Let us know. You first time viewer of Potty Talk Live? Let me know in the comments. Write down in the comments where you're viewing from. Okay, let us know. Hey, and where you're tuning in from. Is that it? Let us know where you're tuning in from. Okay, and how your week is starting off. Hey, what any changes happening in your plumbing business? Let us know in the comments. All right. Hey, and if you've been a repeat viewer, type repeat in the comments. Repeat. Isn't there like a joke about that? A repeat? Something about that. Type repeat in the comments. Also tag a friend. Don't be stingy. All right. Don't be rude. Tag a friend. All right. Share the episode as well. So there you have it. Hey, in fact, I'm going to share something with you. But first here, type 5. I'm going to give you something else to type in the comments. All right. I'm getting them all, guys. I'm getting them all. Type 5 in the comments to subscribe. 5 to subscribe to Potty Talk Live. Why? Because you never want to miss an episode of Potty Talk Live, all right? Especially tonight. You don't want to miss this episode. And we got we have over 100 episodes of Potty Talk Live. I know. Sweetheart, can you believe it? I cannot. All right, over 100 episodes of Potty Talk Live. Great guests, all right, industry leaders, all right, just all kinds of information, nuggets of gold, all right? And type 5 to subscribe. You can also see all those and be alerted with the new ones when we're going live. All right. So you don't ever have to miss an episode. So, hey, I got something for you too as well. All right. Hey, if you're looking and you got a plumbing license, a plumbing truck, and a plumbing dream, and you're looking to do your thing just like our cat here did. All right. Started with nothing. All right. Just like you and me with nothing. All right. Has grown it into a $2 million plumbing business. Hey, you can too. But there's some things you got to know. And I put it all down there in my ebooklet, The 7 Must Knows to be $1 million plumber. These are 7 principles you got to know, or what? You're going to die. All right. If you don't know these 7 principles, you're going to die on your mountainside. Okay. But you don't have to. Simply type 7 to get my free report. 7 in the comments. There we go. Is it 7? Is that it? 7. I got right amount of fingers there. Okay. I'm a master plumber. I still can count. Okay. 7 in the comments to get your free. It's free. 7 must knows to be $1 million plumber. All right. There you have it. Hey, let's get this cat on here. All right. Nick Scuderi, owner, founder of All Star Plumbing out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Brother, you ready to rock Potty Talk Live?
I sure am, brother. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. It is a true blessing, and I'm thrilled to be here, man.
Oh, man, I love having you on board here. I've been looking forward to speaking with you and having this opportunity. You can, other guys out there all around the world can hear your story because I love your story, man, and what you're doing and where you're going. And so why don't we start with that? But first, we'll get into that. I guess let's find out a little bit about you. Give us, in a sentence or two. Tell us what you do when you're not saving Lake Charles,
So when I'm not saving the world one toilet at a time,
That's right.
I'm spending time with my family, man. I've got a beautiful wife, Emily, and a son, Owen, who just made 2 years old a few months back. And I've got a camp at Toledo Bend Lake. I like to go out there and do some fishing, some hunting, some hanging out, some ATV riding, and all those type of good things. So that's what I like to do. I've been also, not only am I a plumber, but I'm a drummer. I've been playing drums for probably 15 plus years, and sometimes get the frustration out by doing that a little bit.
Right.
Yes,
right.
sir.
Man, another musician. Sweetheart, did you hear that? Nick's a musician too. We got a lot of, it's amazing how many plumbers are musicians.
Yeah.
And playing bands and that kind of stuff. Man, another musician. All right. Sweetheart, did you hear that? All right, way to go here. I got some feedback here. Did you get that? All right, guys. So, hey, well, let's get into it. So Nick, how did you get into plumbing?
So it's actually kind of a funny story. When I was younger, I guess I was about 15. My parents purchased a new house, and we moved to this new house. And I was not happy at the time because I had all my friends in the neighborhood. I didn't want to move to this new house. Well, little did I know it was going to set the bar for my entire life. I moved over there, and next door to that house, there's a gentleman there who'd been running a plumbing company, passed down for close to 50 years. They've been in business. And I said, sir, I need a job. It was summertime, and I wasn't in school, and I started sweeping the shop, and there it started, man. I went from one thing to the next, and I'll tell you, I didn't think I wanted to do plumbing, man. I started with sweeping the shop, and I can remember the first job was hand digging a sewer line in the backyard. And after that first day, I came home and I told my mom, I said, this ain't for me. This is not for me. I don't want to be a part of this. But I did. I stuck it out, and here I am. It's been 12, 13 years, and here I am now,
All right, man. So so was that, you were working for someone else at the time? You worked for someone else, right?
Yeah, I started with I was working for another company, and, worked for there for close to 8 years. Got my journeyman license there, and I just, I started doing some things here and there, and just got this light bulb and decided to do the thing, and I've been in business now for 5 years for myself, 5 years now. Yep.
So what was that light bulb? What was the moment, the aha?
So that aha moment, I was a journeyman licensed plumber. I was able to make some good wages, and I was working hard, and people were calling me, and, I communicate well with others. So I was telling everybody and their mom that I was a plumber, and I started doing stuff, and I was doing little things here and there. And before you know it, I landed a sewer replacement and this and that. And I was doing these things, and I realized there's a huge opportunity for me to not only do plumbing for myself, but create a prosperous life and a future for myself and my family, along with taking care of the community. That's something that's really big for me. So that was that aha moment when I landed that one big job, and it made me a pocket full of cash. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I was ready, I committed, and I stuck with it, man.
All right, man. Hey, for some of you guys out there, whether you're listening or viewing here, does that sound familiar? Give us some like bombs. Give us some like bombs if that story sounds familiar. I hear that kind of story, all the time. That is so common, Nick. So you get into it, and you jumped in, you get in the ring, as we call it. You got in the ring. Right? Yeah. You're one of the 1%ers that actually had the courage to get in the ring. All right. Started with, your daddy wasn't rich, was he? I mean, you didn't have a pocket full of money, and then you just got out there, and your banks just threw money at you, right? And you could just get all the equipment, no, right? You started with nothing. So you got out there, and you started getting going. What was something when you got in there, though, that surprised you?
Well, it was real easy in the beginning when I didn't have all the paperwork. It was just take care of these few people, and it was just a few people were calling, and then one thing led to another, and I needed to buy equipment and more tools and another truck and hire more employees. And, the whole office side of things, I'm very fortunate. I've got my mother as my main secretary here, and she's been doing bookkeeping for 30 something years. So I called her, I said, I need some help here. She said, you're just starting. There's no way. Well, she came in on the weekends and helping me, and she realized very quickly she was able to quit her job and work with me full time, and has been ever since. So I'm very blessed to have that. And guys, I'll tell you, man, having that office established and having those people in place that you're reliable and responsible and respectful is the key to bringing something from nothing to something. It really is.
Man. Well, little unfair, little transparency here. I've been fortunate to see how organized you are. Now you're a little old school, and I say that in a very good way. You're old school, but you've gone all the way in old school. You got old school down. You got the paperwork down. You are extremely organized. Where did you learn that from? When did you figure that, I really had to be this organized to stay on top of it?
Well, I guess my demeanor and my personality, that's how I am. I like everybody to have fair treatment. I wanted to make sure if I was going to create a name for myself, I didn't want it to be a bad one. So what I did right out the gate is I was making sure I was taking notes on everything, jotting everybody down. And when I realized it was time to come up with a system to put in place, it's not necessarily like the new school system, which is what I'm working towards now, but I realized that I've got to have a spot for everybody because everybody matters. Everybody's plumbing problem, whether it's a big one or a small one, it doesn't matter. The point is everybody deserves an opportunity to have a great service. So I started trying to provide that, and I put it on paper, and I have what I have today now because I was dedicated. I worked long weekends, long hours, and it's not just me, Richard. It's not just me. It's the people in place that I have. It's the office staff. It's the employees. It's everybody being responsible and showing up and doing their part. That paper system works, but just like anything else, when you think you know everything, you don't, and there's always something better. Trying to learn the next best thing is what I'm trying to do right now.
That's right. I love it. Hey guys, first of all, Nick, let me say I love your heart, man. I love your heart. I know you care. Again, I love being able to work with you, and I know you care for your people, but I love how you care for your customers, and not just one customer, all your customers. I love when you said everyone deserves great service. Yep. And that's a key. And that's why, guys, I think this young man, only 29, about a 5-year-old business, which is still, that's tough. Most plumbing business fail within the first 3 years. 95% of this guy survived that. Is created a $2 million, plumbing business. All right. And I think key to this, Nick, is what I've heard you say time and time again is your love and care for the customers. And every customer matters. Every job matters. No matter how big, you said in your words, another nugget of gold there, guys, that Nick laid down for us. No matter how big or how small, everyone matters, man. I love it, brother. Yeah. So what is it? So you definitely, already you're experiencing success. Okay. But with the success and everything that's going on still, what is something, I'll ask you to be a little transparent. What is something that you struggle with in your plumbing business?
Well, first of all, if somebody says they're not struggling, then they're lying, because everyone struggles. Right now, getting that system in place. And for those of you watching, Richard is a very experienced person, and meeting him and his wife and what they have going on here is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Right now, I'm struggling with having that automated system. Like Richard said before, I may have this paper system down, but it is very time consuming and very overwhelming, and it takes a lot of effort. I'm still in my office right now, and I spend close to 70 hours a week in this chair right here. So what I'm struggling with is trying to come up with a system that I can put in place to where the scheduling, the dispatching, the organization of the paperwork online, being able to do this stuff in a more updated fashion. There's that side of it. There's also, you got employees, man. I've got 19 of them. Well, including the office staff, there's 23 of us total. And we have 9 trucks on the road. It is a constant battle to keep everybody on their toes and doing what they're supposed to do. And like I said before, for those of you watching, if you're looking for some help and pointers in the right direction, whether you're like me and have 23 people, or whether it's just you in a truck and that's it, I'm telling you guys, you get with Richard, you follow the plan, and really learn what's out there and what's able to make your life easier. Everybody here wants to spend more time with their family and their children. In order to do that, you've got to grow with the times, man. You got to follow the path. So Richard, thank you, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate the kind words. And guys, this, what it's all about here. Here's, with Nick, we talk about this. This isn't about you not being able. And with a lot of guys out there, it's not that we're not able or don't know, aren't good at what we do or already haven't been successful. But the key where we're looking for is what you're looking for now is just more is freedom, more free time.
That's right.
Built this thing. So how do we take this monster now and turn it into a monster money-making machine that also provides a lot of monster free time for you, that kind of, that kind of thing. And that's what we're working on. And so there are systems to put in place. And so, so that's what we're working on right now. Yeah. Is anybody, the lovely Laura's asking, is anyone else out there struggling, with this kind of a thing? Just feels like the more you work, maybe the less you make. That's a common feeling out there. Or it just seems like you just got to keep working it. You just got to keep feeding the beast with your time. And that's the thing. And Nick, what's that? Type in beast. Yeah. Type in beast. If you kind of, the beast has a little control over it. Hey, we've all been there, back in the day, back when I was, young and good looking and strong like Nick. Back when, we were working, you're working those hours, and you got to, and there is part of that. There's that, and we talk about this. There's really no such thing as balance. There really is not a true balance when you're in business for yourself. But you do have to find a way that, again, that everything doesn't go towards the business, because really we create this business, right? For business is for us. We're not for it. When you want to start your own thing and do your own thing. So I don't want to go off the deep end on that, because I don't want to take away from what you've done, Nick. I love what Nick has done and what he's doing, and quite frankly, I don't mind being a little vulnerable here, man. I wish I was this good when I was 29.
Thank you for saying that, man. And it's definitely been a struggle, but it's also been a blessing too. And I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I wasn't doing this. When you get yourself involved with something, you hold yourself accountable, and just never quit, man. Never stop, buddy. You got to keep going. Keep going. I
love it, brother. Guys, listen right there. There's a huge nugget of gold right there. Never quit. Keep going. Keep falling forward, right? Keep falling forward. Keep pushing forward. All right. Charlie says 10x it, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
The more you grow, the more you do, the more people you hire, the more jobs you manage, more stuff you take care of. And it can be overwhelming, man. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm just stressed out, but you know what? I keep going, because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to make this thing keep doing what it's doing. I'm going to be successful, just like everybody here watching this tonight. You can do it. Hold your head in there, do the right thing, and hold yourself accountable. And it's very well possible for everyone.
That's right. Thanks, Nick, man. You guys hear that? All right. Yes. I bet Nick will be one of the first to say, if he can do it, you can do it too. All right.
Absolutely.
We talked about that, but it's that key is don't quit. Don't give up. Stay in there. Do what you got to do. All right, GB. I wasn't even in plumbing when I was 29.
Yeah.
No, you were serving your country, brother.
That's right.
We know. All right.
Yeah.
Right. But oh man, it's good stuff there. So where do you look? All right, man. You've already come, farther than what honestly what most guys, do. Certainly by the time they're 29. But where do you look to be in the next year? Where do you look for All Star Plumbing to be next year, this time?
Well, as far as size goes, I've got enough work coming in. I've got enough employees, and the goal, like you say, is that time freedom. So what I'd like to do in a year is follow your plan, sir. As I am a client of yours, I'd like to follow that plan and get that automated system and have these guys be able to manage their own stuff. Hopefully be able to give them an opportunity at some extra benefits there. And in a year from now, All Star Plumbing is going to hopefully be a $5 million company with a little less stress, a little more money, and a bigger smile than I already have now. So
more fishing and hunting and time with the family. That's
absolutely,
right.
man. Yeah,
that's what we're all about. Oh man,
sure.
And you'll do it, man. You're already on the path of doing it. Hey guys, I got a question for you. Where do you want to be 12 months from now? This time next year? All right. Do you want more of the same? All right. It's almost 2019. It's a good time to ask that question. Let me ask you another question though. Are you in the same place now that you were 12 months ago, this time last year? If not, you got to do something different, right? All right. You got to change it up here. Hey, if you'd like to be someplace else, I'd like to help you as we're talking here. Yes, I'd like to help you do that, and we can have a conversation. You have a free consultation with me. If you'd like to do that, let's talk here. if you're ready to do that, yeah, you got to be. I only like to talk with guys like this, with Nick. We got Charlie. All right. We got GB, a couple others I've seen on here. The guys who work with, they have an attitude of not quitting. All right. It's making it happen. You got to have that attitude. If you have that attitude, you can, just like the rest of us, you can do it. You can achieve that life you want, but you must have that attitude first. And if you got that attitude, I want to talk with you. I'd love to help you. Simply type coach in the comments, COACH in the comments, and schedule your free consultation with me. So we'd love to talk with you. So, all right, man. Hey, great stuff, Nick. Already some nuggets of gold here that you've laid down for the guys. Hey, before I let you go, though, I want to keep you a little bit longer here. All right, if I may. I know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm here, buddy.
All right. I know you got more stuff to do. We're going to get rid of that time. We're going to get you home.
I think right now I got like 40 tickets to price from today, and I better get started. I'm going to be here till midnight.
Oh, yeah, we got it. It's great, though. Hey, 42 guys, you hear that? I mean, that's something to do. But, yeah, we're going to get that automated. Yeah. Systemized, automized, high-temized, grease lightning. That's a song. Hey, man, one last question here for you. All right. Hey, why don't you share with us, what's the best advice that you've ever been given that you feel comfortable sharing with us?
So, it's funny. People sometimes tell you these little comments, and they're just the simplest comments, but people overlook them because they hear these types of things all the time, but it's so true. I've heard my whole life, just keep doing what you're doing. And ever since I started the business, everybody I talk to, you're doing so well. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everyone watching this right now, keep doing what you're doing. Don't quit. It's the best advice ever. No matter when times are tough, when you're struggling, if you think, oh, this is as big as I want to be, or I know everything I want to know, keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning. Keep progressing. It's the key, man. My dad used to tell me, my grandfather, my parents, everybody that I'm involved with, my family, keep doing what you're doing. And it sticks. Because when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I think, I'm going to keep doing what I can. I'm going to do everything I can to keep this thing going, because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's the key, man.
I love it, brother. I got a little bit of man love here. We give you a man. Yeah. I got to say this, and this is going to sound stupid, but I don't care. I love what I'm doing. I get paid to do this. I get paid to hang out with guys like this.
Yep.
I get paid. I love hanging out with guys like you and Charlie and GB and the other guys, because I love hearing that, because that's championship talk. That's champion talk. And that's exactly what you got to do. That is.
You got to hold yourself accountable, man. You really do. Hold yourself accountable, because you know what? When you're the boss, man, nobody else is waking you up in the morning and telling you to get to work and telling you to do this. It's up to you to make those changes. It's up to you to hold yourself accountable. And without that, you have nothing. You learn all you can, because just when you think that you know, you don't know, man. There's so much to learn. The world's ever changing. We have new systems in place. There's new stuff out there. Always be learning every single day. Always be learning.
Always be learning. Man, where'd you learn that? Where'd you learn this stuff?
Oh,
young man. You're one of those millennials. You're one of those guys.
So you might laugh at this, but
games and all that. Aren't you one of those guys? Man, where'd you learn this stuff?
I was born in 1989.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel it in. So yes, I am a millennial, but man, I give that glory to my family and God and everybody else. You got to hold yourself accountable, and it's the simplest things in life that make the differences, Richard. It really is, man. Friends, family, everybody. Like I say, hold yourself accountable. Whether you're doing plumbing or anything in life, no matter what you're struggling with, hold yourself accountable. That's the key, man.
Man, well, you're a good. Yeah, I agree. The lovely Laura said he's a good one,
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
All right. We'd adopt you. That's right. All right, man. Hey, great stuff there. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks. I know it's been a long day for you, and you still got some stuff to do. Thanks for taking the time to be on Potty Talk Live and sharing your wisdom. All right.
Sure. Thank you, man.
With the guy out there.
Yeah. I appreciate being a part of it, and I want to tell everybody, as always, go forth, plumb, and prosper, gentlemen.
There we go. That's a good one. Leaving with that. All right, man.
Thank y'all.
And we'll be talking with you soon, man.
Sounds good.
All right. There you go, guys. There you go. Nick Scuderi. All right. All-Star Plumbing. Yep. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Man, a good boy. Oh man, good. There's a good one there. Hey, lots of good stuff there. Hope you guys are listening. If you didn't, if you came on just part way through, go back and listen there. All right. Cat's 29 years old, started a plumbing company from scratch. Now $2 million plumbing business. What, has 100 employees. So it might as well be, it seems like it, all doing it still with paperwork and what he's working on. Cat's getting it done. All right. And but just looking to, do his thing and looking to systemize it. That's what we're working on. All right. Get some free time. All right. So, all right. Hey, reminder, type coach in the comments. Get your free consultation with me. If you want to be like this cat, hey, you got to be like this cat too. I don't have time to talk, be honest with you. Just keep it straight here. You can see we talk with these kind of guys. It's just, we're talking with champions. All right. So we're just looking to play at a different level. All right. Take it to another level. If you're looking to take your game to another level, let's talk. Type coach in the comments. For your free consultation. I'll make it very easy and we'll go from there. All right. Look forward to talking with you. Also, 5 to subscribe. 5 to subscribe to Potty Talk Live to see other episodes of Potty Talk Live. And also to see, to be notified of the next episodes of Potty Talk Live, like tomorrow night. Yes. Tomorrow night. CF. All right. The plumbing sales guy is in the house tomorrow night. All right. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, he's going to be talking some selling made easy stuff. All right, he's always fun, always brings it. Nuggets of gold there. Join us 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. That will date me as well. All right, if you guys know what that is. Okay. Hey, but I think it's about time to wrap up this episode of Potty Talk Live. Yeah, I hear it. All right, it's time to flush it. I hear the music. Hey, but again, 5 to subscribe to Potty Talk Live. Don't miss an episode of Potty Talk Live. But I remind you before I let you go, that you were purposefully and wonderfully created. Yes, you were, brother. You were created to do great things. So when you're out there doing your thing, as always, plumb like a champion.